maybe when you see the outcome of what I've been doing behind closed doors, maybe then, maybe then you'll forgive me. I don't know. That's something that I can't change people's minds. And I understand that
Exactly.
there's always going to be people that don't like me. And there's going to be people that have actually gotten to know me on a personal basis and they know who I truly am on the inside. So,
All right, guys, please, I'm asking you guys to tamper justice with mercy. How is it said again? I think that's how it's, I can't even remember. So please, 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 I'm happy Kim is clearing the air and saying, straighten some things up. It's gonna take a while for most people to be able to truly forgive. But however, we should allow them to feel the way they feel, because when the heat was so much on Korra, and it's still on Korra, Kim was part of that heat, and that's why they are responding the way they are responding. Guys, I have a lot of you watching me here. I'm not seeing my like go on. Like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you're yet to do so. Follow me on Facebook if you're not following me yet. And if you have a question for Kim, we have Kim Baker here. If you have a question for her, she's been answering all the questions asked here. I'm only coordinating the questions. So if you have a question, please, please, please ask Kim. Okay, I know 3 people have been seriously asking Kim questions and she's been answering them. If you have any question, let me know. And I'm looking to see if I'm missing any question again.
you know what?
Okay.
Can I say something here? Gloria made a comment, Gloria Jones, and I
Okay.
love that people need a second chance, guys. Give Kim a break. Some of us
Um,
Koreans give self love a second chance, and she did something to Korra also. Self love drug Korra through the ringer for how long, guys? Almost 2 years. And all of a sudden, her page got demonetized and she came on begging and pleading and saying sorry. And now all of a sudden, she's on Korra's side. Okay. And everybody is praising her. They even gave her a big birthday party. I didn't see nobody give me a big birthday party. You know what I mean? So, that is my question too. How do you guys forgive somebody that did, I mean, she did some horrible, horrible things. Why do you guys pick and choose? Is that because of the color of my skin? I want to know. Is this because I'm white? Because there are some people that won't let this go. And I have to believe it's because of the color of my skin.
no, let me tell you why it is. It's because you went too far hiring a private investigation to investigate Cora. You
Ah,
went overboard. You know, people might come and cuss Cora out and call her names, and they might leave it at that. But hiring a PI is a big deal. They were like, what was she thinking about? What was the reason for PI? What do you want
it,
intend to find out? So to
it,
some people, that's
it
a
was,
big deal.
it was to make sure that what was being told to me about the children was not true.
But
That,
Kim, let me also talk to you, as a woman, woman
uh,
to woman. You guys had bunch of time on your hands to have, dived into this kind of conversation this deeply. You're a very busy woman. You have a child you're taking care of. You're working as a nurse. I know people that are nurses in my place. They don't even have enough time for themselves. But you guys took this story as though it was your brother, as though it was your son, and you ran with it without any serious verification, just to condemn one person. Cora, like I said, will never be the first Black woman to marry a Caucasian.
correct.
In my family here in the state where I live, I have sister-in-laws that are white people, and I have the brother-in-laws that are Black people. Do you understand what I'm saying? The essence of diversity, every day they are preaching it in every organization. Even I believe in your place of work, they have diversity. They have EAI. They have equity and equity, diversity, and inclusion. People are screaming this on the rooftop. Then a young man got divorced with the wife, and because of the color of the wife's skin, people judged Cora just because of the color of her skin. Nobody got to know her. They judged her. They ran. I personally find it very offensive. Very offensive. I'm an advocate. I advocate for people. I work with people that have all manner of disability need. I advocate people, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're blue, black, I don't care. It's not in my position to determine how you live your life. That's why it's very easy for me to accept Korra the way she dresses. Despite the fact I'm from Nigeria, do you understand? It's very easy because part of my job is letting people live freely the way they want to be. That is part of my job. It's not in my place to judge. So when I think about what you guys did, I find it very strange to believe. I said to myself, is it because their kids are grown? Because I don't have the time. I don't. As I'm finishing my 9 to 5 work, I have children, I have soccer game, I have this, I have sports to go to, I have piano lesson to go to. How did you guys fathom all of this time, devoted all your time for this man, that now he has called a lot of you out? You guys are no longer in talking terms. I find it difficult to believe. On a more serious note, so Missy might be very upset. Eventually, Missy will get to rate. Lizzie is talking as a solicitor because we know what it is to hire someone to investigate someone. So when I think about it, if you go to my page, I've been talking about the women in the WhatsApp group. Little did I know there was another set on Facebook group. Think about it. That was too much on one small girl. One girl left alone. If not for her fans, maybe Korra would have been depressed by now. But nobody wants to think about Korra's mental health. It was campaign to send her back to Africa. I find that very despicable on a more serious note. I really do. I know you have taken a turn, but still the act behind, the intention behind the whole groups still baffles me. When I think about it, I am baffled. So I don't know if you guys still have questions, because I think I'm going to be letting the question go. Liz, I'm listening to you now. So Liz, if you have any further question, let me know. I hope I didn't miss anybody's question. The first lady, you're a liar, neither Nancy nor Korra said anything. Okay, there was somebody she's responding to. I didn't see that first lady. Okay, if Nancy and Korra could forgive King, why are people still trying to attack her every chance she gets? She accepted responsibility for her actions. She apologized. Just let it be. Exactly. That's what we are saying here. But like I said, First Lady, people will still express their opinion, and we try to respect that. People have different ways of letting things go. It might take you 2 seconds. It might take another person 1 year to let go. So let's allow people to vent the way they want to vent. And I'm happy Kim came, on her own will to like straighten things up. And that wasn't what we started this live stream. We started this live stream with the one in Korra left on her page. But I'm glad Kim is not ashamed to accept her responsibility. She accepted it with her full chest. That's what Nigerians will say. She accepted responsibility. She took accountability of her action. And it's time for us to let go. Please, I'm pleading with all of us. I know we are shocked. I know we can't believe what happened. However, it is what it is. Let's forgive.
It's literally been over a year that I was involved with Justin or those Facebook groups. Literally been over a year. March of last year. So it's been 14, 15 months, like literally. And I still get crucified daily for it. But you know what? I don't get upset at people for giving their opinions, because everybody's entitled to their own opinions. And I respect people's opinions. I will listen to them. I don't have to agree with them, just like they don't have to agree with mine. But I will give them the respect and allow them to feel the way they feel, because it's their right as a human being. And like I said, I've apologized. I am working effortlessly at making sure that there's justice, and I will continue to do so no matter what anybody says about me. That was my goal in the beginning, and it will be my goal in the end, is to always make sure that the 2 little girls are safe. And I honestly do not believe they're safe when they're with their father. So plain and simple, that's where I'm at. And hopefully that cleared some stuff up. I know there's a handful of people in here that's never going to trust me, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm never going to meet you. You're never going to meet me. You're never going to meet Korra. Just like I'm never going to meet Korra. We're literally on a blue app or on YouTube or whatever platform you use on social media,
Mhm.
protecting a woman that none of us are ever going to meet, because it's the right thing to do. Plain and simple. It's the right thing to do. And
Exactly.
I will continue on with my fight and make sure that there's justice. And like I said, I'm working with the FBI, I'm working with the police. There is a very big investigation going on. And once again, I just want to say before I get off of here, if you've ever been sent the videos or pictures, and there's a lot of them, please go report it to your local police, because this is a lot bigger than you all think on social media. Secondly, once again, I will apologize for anything I ever said or did towards Korra Obidi. I mean that full hearted, that I was wrong. I know I was wrong. You guys can crucify me all you want on the internet. You cannot crucify me any more than what I've done to myself. Okay. And I've paid the price. Believe me, I've paid the price, because I've had Justin's little clan for over a year dragging me, my family, my work, you name it, they've done it. They've done it. So it is what it is. I'll continue on with what I'm doing. And other than that, everybody, just all you can do is support Cora. Just be there and
Yeah,
support.
Kim, look at this comment. Karen said, Kim, you didn't investigate about the children. Your investigation, you was investigating to find horrible things to get the children away from Cora, direct in doctor's hands, and today see what happened. So the question, going by what Karen said, I'm gonna ask Kim. Kim, when you saw that video, did you report immediately when you saw the video on the group?
I didn't get no, that I wasn't part of that group. That was Crystal's group. The
Okay.
group I was in was back in March and April, and that was just a whole bunch of people on there 24/7, bing, 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 bing. I was working full days and taking care of my animals and my daughter and everything else, and I would hop on whenever I had a little bit of free time. Um, and it was the same old repetition, you know, trying to get her deported, calling CPS, all
Hmm.
the same stuff. The WhatsApp groups, no, I have people that were in those groups that are contacting me now, giving me evidence, showing me things. And I'll tell you what, Justin's in those groups, and Crystal's very much was the head of all that stuff. She would collect money, she would collect items for the girls, tell everybody it had to be sent to her, and then she would send it to Justin. And it was child exploitation, plain and simple. It sure was. And
Wow.
he's still in groups. So this stuff is continuing on. Clearly, as you've seen, somebody called the police on Cora the other day, right, when she
Okay,
was on.
see what Shayo said. Man is a brainwasher, so you can't put it all on Kim like that. If she find out later who he is, she jumped out his mess. Thank God for that. I do appreciate that she moved away. Yes, I still
Oh,
do
I
appreciate that.
literally was done. I was really done for the last 3 weeks that I dealt with him. I was done, but I was just letting him hang himself by telling me stuff. And I was just screenshotting everything. I saved everything, guys. I literally have saved everything. There's not one conversation that I haven't had that I did not save it. And the same with his mother, and the same. I've been collecting everything on Crystal. Crystal deleted 17 months of her page to hide stuff. I have it all. I have it all. She's had the police call me so many times trying to file charges on me. You guys don't even know what I have been through, because
Kim, can you respond to what Missy said here?
the story's still littered with lies, saying she was only with Justin for 7 weeks, but she previously admitted to finding Cora during Athena's birth. The I This is exactly, yes, I can explain that. Cora came up on my feed. She was in her kitchen, very pregnant, cooking, and Athena was with her. And I was like, oh, wow, that lady's really pregnant. I mean, she was huge. And she was dancing, and I was like, damn. I didn't watch it but 5 minutes. Then she came up on my feed. She was in an empty swimming pool, and Justin was setting up lights, and he drug her across that room in that empty pool. And I'll never forget thinking, if I was in labor, I would punch my husband. Okay. And I was like, this is cool. she's going to give birth. Let's watch this. Well, I would get on and off trying to see if she, was ready, if she was crowning yet. And then I finally just gave up. Okay. That was that. The next time she came across my feed, she was literally pulling a full-size crib out of a U-Haul that was packed full of clothes and stuff. And the thought in my head was, didn't she just have a baby? She shouldn't be lifting that. And I was honestly sitting there going, damn, she's strong. Because this thing had stuff piled in it. It wasn't just a full-blown crib that was completely put together. It was filled with stuff. So I watched a couple minutes and I was like, oh, they must have split up. Then he came across my feed and it said Dr. Justin Dean. And I recognized him from that video when he was dragging her in that pool. So I watched and I put a comment in the comment section. Can't remember what it said. It was nothing about Korra or anything. I just put a comment. That's when that Mary Smith reached out to me. And then we started talking. We probably talked for maybe 3 or 4 days before I woke up in the morning and was put into a group that she started. Then that group dismantled because they claimed there was a mole in it. And I was like, oh, thank God for that, right? And then I woke up the next morning and boom, I was in a group again. And I said, what is this? And Marzina Walsh popped in and said, I started a new group. There was a mole. And I have the proof of that, the proof of all that. But anyway, this went on and on. The same stories, the same crap, repetition. That's when I was like, I don't have time to be sitting here in these groups. I'm just going to reach out, which I did, and said, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm being told that these kids are being sexually exploited. ... Can you do me a favor? That's how that all came about. And then I reached out to his mother. And then that's when she said, oh yeah, this Zoe is helping us out. She has been a prison guard for 20 years and her boyfriend's a cop. And I said, I don't think so. I can't remember where, but I saw criminal records. And she was like, you don't remember where? And I go, no, I just remember it coming across. And I said, I can look and see if I could find it. And I dug and I finally found it. I think it was on Lucia Corey's page, actually. And I screenshot them and sent them to her. And she said, oh my God, I'm going to send these to Justin. Well, here's the thing. At this point, I did not know. I didn't even find out until November that Crystal had been there during that time. And Crystal was there from October 28th to November 6th. That's when I found out all that. So I did not know any of that stuff. I haven't spoken to Justin since, what was it, April 6th or something like that. I'd have to look at the last text when I literally sat there and drilled him for an hour and said, you lied about this, you lied about that, you lied about this. And he got pissed off and said, don't ever text me again. If I lose my kids, it's because of you. I never messaged him again, ever. So to say I was involved in 2 years, not true, because I literally didn't even get involved until March and April of last year. That doesn't add up. It's not 2 years.
All right. Thank you so much, Paris Sabo. I've missed you so much. Beautiful. How are you keeping up? Guys, you guys are watching and nobody's liking my live stream. Like this video, share, and leave us your comment in the comment section. And we've been listening to Kim Baker. She's been telling us some of the things that transpired in the group that was formed to deport Korra. A lot of things she shared today, and she's also rendering her apologies for getting involved to those groups in the first place without doing her due diligence. Like I say always here, before you get yourself involved in something you know nothing about, find out, do your due diligence, investigate, verify information before you run with it. And I sincerely apologize. I sincerely appreciate all your time here. There was I think it was Miss Lizzie. Liz said, my goal is to get those Nigerians in the UK like Self-Love, Miriam, Lolo, all deported and arrested. Unfortunately, most of them are citizens, so they can be deported. But sincerely speaking, what those women did to Korra, I can't even begin to imagine.
Missy, I was never in Justin's group for a year. That's not true. And I can prove to you. I can prove if y'all would like. I will send the messages to the blogger right here. I will send the messages. Just because somebody comes up on my feed doesn't mean it was a brand new live. I have stuff on Korra. I have stuff on all kinds of bloggers that come up that are old videos. I literally just told you what videos came up. Whether they were new or old, I don't know. I just know when I got involved, Cora was already in her apartment and Justin was living in his apartment when I started talking to Justin. How long they have been split up, I don't know. But I'm telling you what videos came up on my feed.
Wow. So now, and everyone here, hi guys. You guys will now heard from Kim. They have a Facebook page, Facebook group. They have WhatsApp groups. We don't even know the levels of the WhatsApp group. And Mr. Korra Obidi is part of all the groups they created, all to bring Korra down. One person, simply because Korra married this guy and they got divorced. That was the only crime Korra committed. She got divorced because I don't see any other reason why the agenda was to deport her, get her thrown out of Facebook. I don't see any other reason. As far as I'm concerned, I want to believe it's money, it's financial reason that moved Mr. Korra Obidi to have gotten himself into what he got himself. Look at how he's looking. Is it looking good for him in the court? It's definitely not going to look for good for him. Up till right now we speak, he has not made a live stream calling out the woman that came to his home to videotape the children and shared on WhatsApp group. And when I talk about him to do something that a father would do, protect your children, some silly people will come to my comment section to leave me a comment. If you love this man so greatly, book him therapy session. This guy needs healing. He has admitted in his court document that his mental health is shattered. He needs healing. Book him session. Tell him to get out of social media. You got restraining order against Korra, but you're still talking about Korra. You form multiple groups, women, strangers. And again, I want to ask him, Mr. Korra Obidi said that Madam Crystal is the mother's friend. Is that true?
Well, Crystal reached out to his mother and was talking to her in the beginning. And then she connected Crystal with Justin.
Okay, that's how they became friends.
She's never met her. No, she's never met her. Crystal reached out to her to try to get in good with Justin.
Okay. All right. I want to believe I've answered a lot of questions today. Let's see if there is anyone I'm missing.
Let me just say, Missy, I'm not talking about March this year. March of last year, March and April of last year is when I was dealing with Justin. And I believe it was April 6th was the last day I talked to him. Not this year, 2024. We're talking 2023. So if you thought I was talking about March of this year and that I had been working with Justin for a year, no, absolutely not. I can show you. Reach out to me. By all means, reach out to me. I will send you a date stamped where he said to me, do not ever contact me again. I will show you the last day I was in a group. It was last year, not 2024. If you want proof from me, all you have to do is reach out to me. Reach out to me. I have no problem showing you.
All right. So we can't continue going back and forth. I want us to, make some progress here. And like I said, I believe in second chances, and I believe Kim has learned her lesson. Now she's being dragged. I've talked about Kim being dragged by Madam Crystal here as well. I talked about the women in the WhatsApp group being fighting each other. I've talked about Miriam, but you can see now the women did not just stop at WhatsApp group. They were also Facebook groups, all to pull Korra down. If Korra being alive today and still doing well mentally is just by the grace of God, sincerely speaking, because I don't know if I can have all these people fighting me for no just cause and I'll still have the courage to come on Facebook and smile and dance. I don't know how Korra does it, but it's just the grace of God. So if you love Korra, this is the time to say prayers for him. Uphold her in your prayers, because the battle she has fought and the battle she's still fighting and will continue to fight is now coming out in the open. And I'm glad, to be honest with you, I'm glad that Kim was part of that group. Now we are hearing the real story, not from strangers, but from horse's mouth. So there is always something good at the end of a tunnel. So let's not look at it as all bad. If she wasn't in that group, most of the things she's saying wouldn't have been, made open. So let's look at it that way. And if you can find it somewhere in your heart, please forgive, okay? So we can move forward. We can't be going back and forth, back and forth. Let me see what Hajara said. Hajara said that Kim is better than the unrepentant scammer Longmouth. I might forgive her, but I will not forget what they did. Exactly. We can forgive as Christians, even if you're not a Christian. I believe you believe in divinity. Forgive, but you still not forget. That means you, when you're remembering it, you now say, okay, I don't want to fall a victim. I don't want to make mistake, but you have forgiven. So you yourself will not have the burden, because when you fail to forgive, you're carrying a heavy burden on yourself. So it's not right. And I want us to look at it from that angle. Kadir said, you put a comment first time he came up your feed. What was the comment that stood out for you to quickly be put in the group? Sincerely speaking, I don't want to hear all of that, honestly. Let's see if there is anything I'm forgetting. Let's see. No, Mrs. says, so from seeing Atina's bat and seeing Korra kicked out, you sat quiet and did nothing for a whole year. More lies. Oh, come on, Missy. No, no, no. Let's not go there, please.
You
We
know
could
what?
forgive.
See,
No, Kim, let's not go there. I
all
don't
I
want back and
is
forth.
they don't even have to forgive me is all I want to say, but you should
Let's
really let
let's not
go.
go there,
You should
please.
just really let go of the hate in your heart for me, because hatred is a horrible thing. Don't hate's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, guys.
All right. We could forgive, but to forget Korra gave birth in a foreign country and you women terrorize her. You may God, my God will judge them. Their children are good. Korra gave birth in the US, so I don't know. Lord have mercy. There is still people believing that the man lies. Where is
Oh,
this?
absolutely. He has a lot of people that still believe him.
That believe he doesn't lie.
Oh yeah, he's still got a whole lot of people in these little groups with him.
Wow. Wow. All right. So I guess I got all your questions, and I want to thank him specially for coming out today. At least the UK, the UK is strict with immigration law and cyberbullying. Lolo and Miriam and others could be deported or arrested under the UK law. Deported if they are not citizens. Do they deport their citizens as well? I don't know, but you can tell me. I don't know that law, but Americans don't deport their citizens. They deport, residents. And if they are citizens, I mean, you just have to charge them with the offense they committed, and that's what I know. She got it from someone who threw her away a week after giving birth. All mothers should be supporting Cora, not beating her down, not after doing that. Exactly. See, I don't want to even sometimes I suppress that video of Cora crying and after 4 days of giving birth. Sometimes I suppress the video when she will come out and her boobs will just be soaking. She doesn't have her baby to breastfeed. Those are the memories I don't want to keep remembering. I don't want to keep remembering that of Cora. So when I see her dance and smile and laugh, that's the one I take to replace the pain. Because when Cora was going through that pain, especially when she could not breastfeed her child, not because she was sick or because she can't reach her, but because her child was taken away from her. I don't like remembering those memories. I try to see her dancing and take the dancing and smiling tab to replace the pain that I watched on social media. And to be honest with you, I'm glad Kim is taking a new leaf. I'm really happy to hear that. But we should not forget our roles as human beings. We should stop the hate. Love is easier and very simple to do, but hate takes a lot from you, a lot of emotions, a lot of muscles, a lot of energy to hate on someone. I don't see anything Cora did particularly to all this bunch of women. That's what I call them. And most of them are old enough to be Cora's mother, but they all ganged up against Cora to deport her, to kick her out of Facebook, to take monetization away from her, to take food away from her table. Cora hasn't done anything. As far as the country America is concerned, she's a law-abiding resident of California. She's a tax-paying resident of California. I don't think she has been committed to prison for any crime. So she hasn't done anything that will warrant strangers to come out for her just like that. So the first thing that comes to my mind, this is America. If you're having a problem and the first they look at you, they will decide immediately without hearing you out. They decide which angle they are going to follow without hearing you out. And that's what happened to Korra. So if you're still here and listening to me, and after hearing all the things that King shared today, you are still hating on Korra, think again. If you're still there defending a woman that went to Mr. Korra Obidi's house and videotaped the children and shared on WhatsApp group, get ready for Title 18 of US Code. That is the section of the law they are going to use to prosecute all of you. I made a video, Speak Up for Baby A. Watch it. We read the sections together and everything that they covered in that section. Whether you shared the video, whether you stored the video, whether you downloaded it, whether you watched, all of you will fall into those sections of the law. There is no two ways about it. Mr. Korra Obidi came here to debunk the whole thing, telling us it was